going to do a couple mods here on my Range Runner Runaway Camper, and I'm going to remove that power strip over there in the corner. The pigtail for that runs up underneath the frame, and there's a splice right up underneath that door there basically, and it goes into that little round box there, which is that plug right there. So what I'm planning on doing is taking out that rear power strip, and I'm going to just hook this power strip, if I can get it, see if I can get it focused in there, this power strip here that feeds the AC. We don't really use a lot of power, so we don't really need two power strips. And I'm going to remove all that electrical wiring that is up underneath the trailer, and keep it all inside. So I'm just going to bring that tail and splice it straight into that box, and bypass the outside splice and the pigtail for the other power strip. So anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll give you some progress as we go along. So this here is the splice where the two tails come together at, and I'm just gonna cut all that out and remove this cable here. It runs all along the bottom, all the way back to that corner over there. All right, so I've got the little housing pulled out here. Just 4 screws holding it in. Doesn't seem to be any sealant or anything. I probably will actually put some sealant around, the inside edge here when I put it back on. But there's like a little rubber boot here, and then underneath there is where the wiring is. So I should be able to just take everything apart and then just hook back in the pigtail that comes in from up here. The pigtail that comes in from that power strip. There we go. That one right there. So yeah, I just need to take those loose. I've already got this loose down here, and it's loose all the way back to there. So I'm just gonna cut it right underneath there where the splice is. Right underneath there where the splice is at. I'm just gonna cut it and then put it back together, and then should be done. I'll show you when I get finished. All right. Cutting the perfectly good cable in two. All right, so here we go. Here's one. There we go. All right, so here it is. The boot is pulled out. I got the rubber boot pulled back, and you can see the little wiring box that they got here. So I'm just going to take these loose and separate these out and hook in the other tail, because this is actually the other side of the tail. So I'm going to have to take this one off and completely remove it and replace it with the other one. So I'll do that, and we'll hook it all back up and seal it all back up and see if it works. All right, so I got it apart here. I just thought I'd let you guys see, what the inside of the walls actually look like, with the new plastic walls instead of the plywood. So anyway, kind of interesting. It's kind of a honeycomb stuff in there. Seems to be pretty stout, pretty heavy duty. So that part I'm pretty impressed with. So all right, so let me finish this up. All right, so put up a little umbrella, so I think you can probably see it a little bit better. So anyway, that's what the honeycomb walls look like. They're, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick, something like that. All right, so this is how much pigtail I got left, so I'll probably cut a little bit more of that off. But anyway, you got plenty, so just wanted you to know you would have plenty if you did decide to do something like this. And just a little FYI, this one was from June, manufactured June of 2022. We picked it up in July. Okay, so got the wires cut back. Don't forget to put your little rubber boot on there. And I noticed, I hadn't noticed this previously, but this is actually 2 layers. You got plastic here, and then you've got like a rubber, almost like a rubber washer kind of thing that fits around the entire inside portion. So I think it's actually probably fine without sealant. This rubber gasket would act as a sealant, so I'm not actually going to put sealant on there. Like I think it's actually good the way it is. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Alright, so there it is, all hooked back together. I'll plug it in and see if it works. Alright, she's plugged in and air conditioner is running and power strip is hot. And if you can see that, there we go. That's what the boot with the tail looks like coming through the wall there. And then feeding that power strip right there, which feeds the air conditioner. So that's how you modify it to where you can just have one and all the wiring will be inside of your camper instead of underneath the trailer. So if you're interested in doing that, that's how you do it. Pretty simple. Oh, and I'm also going to change out this this little very flimsy plastic tag holder. I've got a aluminum one on order. It's an aluminum diamond cut aluminum piece, and I'll replace this piece with the aluminum one, and then I'll get a frame to go around this, so it'll be all metal. So hopefully it'll last a little bit. We'll find out. And I did learn that these here, I thought this was just exposed wiring, but it's really not. It's actually encapsulated wiring. So it's actually nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. This is actually sealed. It's all encapsulated, so it's actually good. So anyway, thought I'd pass that along to you. All right, so this here is the heat shrink that was on that electrical splice that's under the trailer, and it doesn't appear to be completely an encapsulated type of heat shrink, but the little actual connectors that they used here do appear to be encapsulated heat shrink connectors. The only thing I noticed is that there's a couple of them that have split and have exposed metal connector there, and then there's also one right there. So, you know, I don't know if that would have turned out to be a problem. I know I was a little concerned about it being underneath the trailer, so but you know, if you need the power and you don't, if you're having problems with your circuit getting blown or that kind of thing, this is probably a place to look, because you might have if there's water getting in there, you might have a problem with these being exposed metal here. So anyway, just a little FYI for you. Not a big problem, just something to be aware of. So anyway, thanks. Alright, so now to plug up the holes. Just a little bit of caulk in there. I got tape on the bottom side so it won't go everywhere outside. So, and I'm going to stick a little tape in here on this side, and we'll call it good enough. There we go. So now we got the bed frame. This is a bed frame that we bought off Amazon, and it's just a metal bed frame, and then we built some wood slats to put in there to create a queen size bed. Well, you know, a short version. But anyway, it's just a cut off frame, and the foot, part of the reason why I wanted to take this other plug out of here is that it was right in the dang way of this foot, so that was also another reason. But we just actually really don't need it, so for us, one power strip is plenty. So anyway, I'll fill in the other hole and we'll be good. Alright, so I'll just show you real quick. These are my little homemade slats that I made. Fit in this metal bed frame, and they can be rolled up and taken out. They're all stapled together. I got the staples down because, well, I didn't want to tear up the mattress. So anyway, that's how the little bed frame thing works. It's pretty lightweight, and it works great. And now that it's back up against the wall, the frame is not sticking out into the door. Previously it was kind of sticking out into the door, so now it's not, so that's good. Alright, so the mattress is in, and fits in there nicely. So, should be good. Want some sauce. And we are going to be making some changes to the outside. I took off Rangerunner down here, and we're going to put the, right here, Runaway Gang, right here, just like that. So just in case anybody's wondering, the air conditioner, this little 5,000 BTU air conditioner keeps this little space right in here nice and cool. So just saying. We have a lot more to do as far as like decorating and stuff goes, but we can camp in this thing. We already have. So that's the important part. But we're thinking that this basic setup here is probably going to remain. We don't really see a huge reason to change that. We're pretty happy with the way this is. And we might label some of them boxes up there, but as a general rule, I think we're pretty happy. Alright, so I did get the new metal, aluminum, diamond cut license plate holder to replace this flimsy plastic one. And I don't know if this thing's part of the fixture or not. I'm going to take it off and see. And I did find out it's a 11 millimeter socket. So I will take this apart and see what we got. Alright, so loosened it up a little bit. See what we got here. Okay. So obviously that tells me that it's a separate piece, so that's good to know. We'll get this all back together with the new one. All right, there she is, all installed, and it's much more sturdy, much more solid, so should be good. And I was actually able to, with this particular type frame, I was actually able to slide it as far to the inside as I could get it, so it wouldn't stick out quite so much. So I pushed it that way, as far as I could anyway. And but yeah, this seems nice and solid and looks good, and I'm happy. That was easy. We're calling our Runaway the Hideout, thus the name The Hideout, and then the name of our little channel is called the Runaway Gang. So I thought these came out really nice, and it's a nice stout metal. I mean, they're not flimsy. I don't know what they're made from, aluminum maybe, or steel, I don't know, black. So anyway, just wanted to show you these things, and I'm going to put this on the Runaway, and we shall see what's what with them. And then this one here is for Benfield. In case you're wondering, Benfield is kind of like a humorous family name for our 2016 Subaru Outback. The reason we call it Benfield is because we use that vehicle as our trash vehicle. That's the vehicle we take our trash to the local transfer station. And the idea behind Benfield is that Benfield is the name of a trash collection company that my wife is familiar with. I had actually never heard of Benfield prior to her enlightening me. So in case you're wondering what Benfield is all about, that is where that comes from. So Benfield is going to go on the 2016 Subaru Outback that pulls the Hideout. All right, so here we are, about to take off the old plate cover. don't know if this new one's got a slot or not. I don't think it does. All right, there's the Benfield one. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, so this one here is a socket instead of screwdriver, so I'll take this and loose. And it helps you when you get don't forget the plate. There we go. The hideout. The Runaway Gang. Alright, let's see. I can get this thing on there. Alright, there we go. Nice and stout. We like it. So yeah, I thought I'd try and get it down there to where you can actually see it. So anyway, that's what it looks like on. I'm happy with that, and it increases the stability of that plate significantly for that particular location. So, and again, I scooted it all the way as close in as I could get it. So there we go.
Hey there, I'm Mark, and that's Pam. We're the Runaway Gang. Be sure and join us on our next adventure.